嗯
俾我熄翻個咪先，好似開咗咪。
哼哼哼，嗯哼哼嗯，
喂喂，我又開到咪，我熄翻咪先。
你咪繼續咯，
你把聲都錄咗入去
爽，
喎，咁開翻去咯。
聽到我唱叮當，
好，我開把聲先。
人人期可達到，
Voice
嗯嗯嗯嗯，
咦，Marvin 喺度喎。
入咗你個叫咩名啊？你 IG，唔係你 WhatsApp，唔係你 YouTube。我有1.01K 一定冇，有幾個 subscribe 㗎？
兩個。
揾唔到嘅。
Jackie 做
Outside
icon。
House hands it from downtown.
Love the
邊個
attitude
Jackie
of
啊？
Westbrook continues to improve at running the
點解會
offense
用佢做
and
icon？
finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Wong
你 send 你條 link 俾我
outside for
喎。
Davis. The pass to Van
睇下
Vliet.
先，
Shea
直
left
播緊
side.
嚟㗎，
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook.
直播緊嚟
That
㗎，
is his first foul of the game.
我冇嘅 Silas Room 直播，
我唔會收數。
叫咩啊？
Inside. A nice shot by Shea.
我係叫咩名啊？睇下先。哎，我唔係叫收數，我 send 條 link 俾你先。我叫 WKH Cyrus 啊
WKW
，WKH Cyrus 啊。
Shea's got his second basket of the night.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there.
我都
setting
係
the table for
分
one
開喎
another.
WKH。
Outside
WKH
Westbrook
同
in the
Silas
corner. Harden. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game. Los Angeles leading by 6. Wong passes to Kuzma. Back to Shea. Pass to Van Vliet. Lock at 6. Floats it up for Shea. And the dunk by Shea.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Now, though, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Now, here's Harden. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
你玩緊
Long passes to Kuzma. Davis. Lakers passing it around. Shea
Diba?
kicks to Van Vliet. Back to Shea. Up and in for the basket.
Whoa.
That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And the crisp
Yes.
passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And here's Harden for 3, and he's good
Why?
on the 3 ball.
咩啊？
Harden's
你玩緊
got
湖
9.
人啊？
係啊。
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys.
Fuck.
Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
點解我咪而家收緊
Here's Westbrook. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 7 points in the game.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
A nice shot by Shea. And the Lakers lead by 7.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Harden with it. Shea's there. Harden can't hit.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And a switch here also for Houston. Tucker's checked in. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Lakers leading by 7. Long passes to Van Fleet. Back to Jay. Now here's Van Fleet. He's guarded closely. Moves back up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
All the officials are all over.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Harden. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Harden's got the lead up to 3 now for the Rockets.
Oh, that's just the confidence Harden has in himself. I mean, ready to fire as soon as he receives the pass.
Taking a look at the Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Beasley out there with Clint Capella, and it's House in at the 3 spot. For Houston, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against the Clippers was tremendous. He dropped in 38 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
I think he will, because he takes being a leader seriously, and it shows in how he approaches things at both ends of the floor.
Took him no time at all on that one. And it's a 9-point Rocket lead.
He's terrific at finding an open man. I mean, good awareness from the floor, from the combo guard. Hard.
And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Rockets, they still have a firm hold on that second spot. Strong place to be.
And when you look at the Lakers, they believed they were the best team entering the year. Others believed it too, and we've seen nothing to dissuade that assumption.
Now here's Shea. 12 points for him. And they get it. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on James Harden. Chris, when it comes to playing alongside another big guy, I'm sure you have to think of ways to complement each other. Not just him, but it's got to be a two-way street.
Yeah, but it starts with chemistry. It starts with friendship. It starts with wanting to win. And I played with 2 big guys that come to mind that made me better. Juwan Howard there in Washington, just looking at him throwing a oop, I would miss 2-3 shots in a row, and we'd look and he'd say, I'll get you an easy one, big fella. And I would do the same thing to him. We're playing with a guy like Vlade that would say, hey, wait a minute, Bibby or Peja didn't get a shot. Set a screen for them, and he would pass it to them, and then the next play say, now it's your turn, you're open, because they're going to go over there to those guys. We already tricked the defense ahead. So guys that are smart, guys that can pass, and also guys that will say, hey, man, you look a little tired. Let's switch. I'll check Shaq this play.
And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. The drive by Shea. Beasley against Kuzma. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, and at Utah, Kyle Kuzma restricted to more of a traditional power forward role. Now, the wide-open NBA style has unleashed his game.
And Chris, really, a combo forward game for Kuzma. He's comfortable playing small forward as well.
Well, defensively, I think he's better on the wing. I mean, think about this. In high school, he was only 5'9" as a freshman. Man, did he has experience on the perimeter.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Back to Shea. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Oh, that play took tremendous focus. Shea with the and one opportunity here.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Basket counts. And that's 15 points for Russell Westbrook. Lakers trail by 6. Loads it up for Davis. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Harden. Shea with the block.
2 block shots with fouling. I mean, you have great timing and body control. Shea showing both.
Here's Beasley. 17 points for him last game against New York.
And it was the little things, too. I mean, getting to the line, finding ways to get his points any way possible.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Kuzma passes to Wall. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
He's a strong performer, night in and night out. Shea taking it up a notch in this one.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. From outside the arc, he can't hit that time. And the Lakers take it the other way. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
Yeah, not getting overwhelmed is important. Poise is something that you need to have in order to win on the road.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second, a nice way to get your offense going. Well, the Rockets are a team that is pushing NBA theory to the extremes with how they approach offense.
Oh, yeah, every year they seem to go more toward threes or free throws. I mean, you can't fault them as it consistently works for them, though. I mean, it's like watching a team experiment with what makes an NBA offense.
And here is Van Vliet following Russell Westbrook's three. Here's Shea. That misses off the backboard.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rush his release a little bit.
House dishes to Westbrook. Lob pass to Capella. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
For Houston, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
They got to start guarding him out to about 28 feet because he's killing them from long range.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for James Harden. 8th in scoring, 8th in steals, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And you noted it, his points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to.
Yo, I'll tell you what, that was explosive. Shea saw a lane and didn't hesitate.
For 3, Westbrook, 8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Chris, if your team's style of play doesn't seem to be working, do you still have time within a season to change it?
There's always time, as long as everyone is on the same page. And if something's not working, the worst thing you can do is to keep going in that direction. You need to bring everyone in, let them know the mistakes that we've made, let them know our new outlook, and ask everyone, are they in on it? And if they're not, those guys that aren't in on it, you stay in the locker room. We'll be back after the game. And if everyone's in on it, we're going to have a heck of a time. We're going to have a heck of a time because now we have a new outlook. And sometimes with a new outlook, it brings positive energy.
It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists now tonight. Here's Wong. The Rockets pull it in. On offense, here are the Rockets. They're on an 18-7 run. Hit his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Lakers. And so here is Houston. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Here is House. 7 points in the game. 5 to shoot. Back to Westbrook. Double team on Westbrook. Shoots over Van Vliet. Westbrook, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting.
You can't give James a lane to the basket. He's exceptionally quick at attacking on the drive.
Houston leading by 13. Harden with it. He's got 14. That one good for 2.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the time.
Setting up the half-court offense now.
They've got to find a way, not enough ball movement or body movement when they get in the half court.
Beasley with a clean look, and the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him.
Van Vliet. Westbrook with the nice D there. And the foul called on Shea. 1 second left. And so it's Houston holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. From the field, they have been outstanding.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
I mean, that was important, man.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
勁啊，唔夠班人勁㗎。
我就係打法 right。今晚整咗先。
哈。
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp. And guys are hitting their shots.
Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. And Van Vliet out there with Jay. And it's LeBron in at the 3 slot. That's the Laker 5. Dives for it, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Kuzma. Here is the list of players with the most boards in the league this month. The NBA's leading rebounders. 5th best, Clint Capella.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
Tries from the block, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. And Los Angeles guys shooting 52% from the floor. They're locked in.
James is effective at getting near the basket. Always look to dunking it home.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. After this one, they're off to Denver to take on the Nuggets. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Kuzma outside from the arc. Westbrook pulls it in. Houston leading by 20. In the corner, Harden. They get it back. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on LeBron James.
There weren't any Swiss players in the NBA until just a few years ago, but now Capella, one of several guys from Switzerland, making an impact in this league. Well, to me, Clint Capella is a classic center. I mean, I love his hands. Great footwork. I mean, he takes what is given to him, plays inside, protects the rim, and if you throw it up, he'll finish it with authority.
Oh, what a beautiful pass. And then to catch and finish all in one motion. Stupendous.
An alley-oop like that, Greg, is so rare you just got to take a second and enjoy it. Westbrook scanning the floor. Here is House. He has 7.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good. And so House nails both of them. First minute and a half of basketball here in the 3rd quarter. To the middle, here's Davis. Good, and the assist goes to Chang. 10 points for Davis. And with Capella, that finishing and rebounding are key to his game.
Yeah, and he's only going to keep getting better, Kevin, which is a scary prospect for every other center in the NBA.
Here's Westbrook. The Rockets again can't hit.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
The shot's good from LeBron.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Rockets leading by 18. Outside Westbrook. A 3 ball. Another miss by Houston.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open three like that.
And coming up as an only child in difficult circumstances, LeBron James said he had to grow up early, take charge of his life at a young age.
Yeah, that's what made him such a solid person and a great basketball player. Ever since he sought control of his own destiny, Kevin, he empowered trusted friends along the way. Hey, he's paved a new path for players taking ownership of their careers.
Lakers have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall, 80% since the break. And Jay gets it to go.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Left side, Westbrook. And it's in there. Westbrook's got 28 points for the game.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, and that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Rockets leading by 16. Harden inside the three-point line. Rebound the Lakers. LeBron's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the inside. Kuzma. Good. And it's Jay picking up the assist. That's 7 points for Kyle Kuzma.
Well, you see how comfortable Kuzma is from there. I mean, he knows he has the size and touch needed to be effective.
It's Harden with the drive. Shea with the block. Loads it up for Davis. The alley-oop layup. Very well done.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Now a timeout called by Houston. Players have different ways of leading. Some guys, Chris, are loud and fiery. Others let their play do all the talking. What was your approach?
Well, Kevin, it depended on what situation I was in. When I was in Sacramento, I could be the quiet, fiery guy that led through my actions because Vlade was more of a vocal guy, and we had a really good-spirited team, so I didn't need to do much besides what we did in practice. In my younger days, when you want to win, you want to get out there, and maybe everyone doesn't have the sense of urgency that you do. You're a little bit more vocal, but I've always believed that the best leaders, no matter how well they communicate or anything else, the best leaders lead by example. And if you're telling everyone what to do and you're not doing it, usually it falls on deaf ears. So go out there and do it by example first, and everybody will follow.
Good advice. Here's Harden on the wing. Covered by Van Vliet. He gets that one.
As great as he is at creating for his teammates, Harden is even better at creating for himself. His dribble moves are insane.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And sometimes I feel like people don't truly appreciate the greatness of what James Harden does. He's one of the toughest guys to check on the fast break. He has one of the best Euro steps in the game, the best footwork in the game. He'll hit you in the head for deep. You can't check him without fouling. The precision of his movements, the ease in which he scores. Come on, man.
Wong. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. As you said, C. Webb, what Harden has been doing the last few years is truly remarkable.
Yeah, Kevin, and it's funny because when you are achieving greatness and critics try to diminish what you're doing, it's just funny to me. Harden is one of the great guards of all time, no matter how you slice it.
They grabbed their own miss, and it's Capella missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now Westbrook. He has 30. Here's House. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Shea's got 9 rebounds now tonight. He feeds it to James. Beasley with the rebound. Rockets leading by 12. Now here's Westbrook. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
In the corner, Harden to the paint. Here's Beasley. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 6 assists in the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy. even with a comfortable lead.
That one misses for Kuzma.
And for being the 27th pick in the 2017 draft, Kuzma has made his mark early, already surpassed expectations.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
Here is House, covered by LeBron. Lobbed up there for Westbrook.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
Lakers trail by 16. Passes it to Kuzma. LeBron outside. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And they double up Jay. LeBron passes to Long. 5 on the clock. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Che.
And looking at his splits, you can see he's taken more of a backseat in their offense in these last 10 games. His usage rate is down, but that's natural. At some point during the season, every player goes through a period of fatigue.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Jonah Bolden's checked in for Davis. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Bradley's subbed in for Fred VanVleet. And then for Houston, Howard's checked in for Beasley. Webb comes in for Daniel House. And it's Napier in for James Harden.
Oh, leaving nothing a chance that time. Che gets a good lift and powers it down.
And here's Westbrook. He's got 32, and the 3 ball is good. Westbrook's got 9 points in the quarter.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise. Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. And stolen by LeBron. And it's the Lakers on the break. Throws down the breakaway jam.
James is great at staying alert on defense, pouncing on any opportunity he sees to swipe the ball.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
As well as he's carried himself over the years, I'm amazed by the negativity about LeBron James. I mean, all he's done is 8 straight trips to the finals. Sometimes being on top makes you a target.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Che. And the Chris, you think about what LeBron's accomplished, not just on the court, you know, his activism, his business acumen.
Yeah, shut up and dribble. That's what people want him to do, Kevin, but he's not listening, and thank God for that. It's about his power. It threatens some people. For whatever reason, they love to knock you down a peg.
Free throw, no good for Antetokounmpo. Chris, over the last 40 years, a steady decline in offensive rebound. Largely due, I'm guessing, to the concern with transition defense, right?
Definitely, and let's give respect to the offensive rebounding that it should have. Whenever you had guys like Rodman, Popeye Jones, guys that used to just have nightmares about because they were such great rebounders, Ben Wallace. Well, now it's a little bit different because those guys were playing the 4 position, right? So now at the 4 position, you have to get back on defense because if you're not, guys are shooting threes from Curry land in the 4 position because the game is evolved. And so now it is better to get back in transition than trying to get an extra possession for your team. You still want to attack the glass. You just want to make sure you know who's in the game at that time because now you have guys leaking out, getting a quick shot from that other end.
Che kicks to Antetokounmpo. And it's Che missing. Rockets leading by 14. Here's Westbrook. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
James Ennis, he'll check in for the Lakers. The Rockets have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Yep, it counts. Holden's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, you get it inside like this, you're going to get a high percentage shot almost every time.
Outside Westbrook from deep. It's hauled in by Che. Che's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense there from Jackson. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
This quarter expending tremendous energy at the offensive
Right.
end. He's not slowing down. He's still calling for it.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight.
This season, the percentage right around
单出 K
72%,
了
so
嘞。
not the kind of success he was hoping for.
The movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit
不
in
能
the
挂多
stride
整
is
进。
even better.
Rockets leading by 16. Outside Jackson. This one for three. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Napier's got his 8th assist in the game. Los Angeles has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Che. Pass to Ennis. Good D by Howard. Right side, Westbrook. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
And so it's Houston holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. Back right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Yeah, no need for hero ball there. I mean, you just need to make the right basketball play. Outstanding dish that time.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Taking a look at the Rockets. Shabazz Napier out there with Jackson. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Howard in at the 5 spot. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic dunk.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
It's Westbrook with the drive, and finished off by Westbrook.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
And the foul called on Che. That's foul number 2 for him. Yes, there is that transition from being a player to retirement. It can be a challenge for some. What were the keys that you found in succeeding at that?
Well, first I think it's adjusting to the fact you don't have the same schedule. You don't have a physical release that you used to have. You miss the locker room and the camaraderie with all the guys, and so you miss the culture. But secondly, I would say take all the lessons that you learned, and for me this was big, from sports, and use them in business. So in business I became a rookie in other areas. I found a Chris Mullin type in business. I found a Latrell Sprewell type, guys that would mentor you, guys that you would play on their team. Humble yourself, get back to it, get to practice, get to meetings early, stay at practice late, stay at meetings, and be the last one that leaves, and just take the culture of basketball, infuse that athletic personality into the personality of whatever you go into next, and you can use those tenets to have a wonderful retirement and really enjoy it. So for me, it's been awesome. And by the way, I've had twins, and so since retiring, and that'll keep you just as busy as it was you were playing. So you can find ways to keep that same lifestyle.
That's right, and some sound advice, too. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Fred VanVleet comes in for Avery Bradley. The Rockets making a switch here. Capella's checked in, and yes, it's good. And so VanVleet will bring it up for the Lakers. Kuzma. Here's Che. That shot no good. So Houston will take it the other way. Here's Harden. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Caldwell Pope.
And really, Harden is even dangerous when he's looking to score. Even when the defense gets physical with him, he takes the contact, he powers through it.
Down low. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Gortat's checked in for the Rockets. Bellinelli comes in for Napier. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Los Angeles. Barea comes in for Fred VanVleet. And then for Houston, P.J. Tucker comes in for Gortat. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for Bellinelli. Here is House, covered by Che, and stolen by Che. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Che with the ball.
Wow, you see how fast he got off the ground? I love whenever Kuzma rises up to throw it down.
Rockets leading by 21. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Well, I love P.J. Tucker. He's a player that doesn't do a whole lot in the box score, but he passes the eye test. He plays defense, he's tough, he rebounds, and you know he'll hit that corner three.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Rondo. And it's Fred VanVleet in for J.J. Barea. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And Tucker, Chris, the type of player who will do all the small things for a team.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be anything more than he is with the stars on his team, and he knows that. Tucker's a great glue guy. He sets screens, guards anyone, rebounds, hits his shots.
Here's Davis, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Chris, it seems like some teams have been in rebuild mode for a long time. Is there a point at which the league should step in and maybe, I don't know, take over or give them guidance?
You know, I really do. And not because it's necessarily the fault of the team, because, it's tough to win a championship. But to be a perennial bottom basement dweller, it's not good for the fans. And fans like myself, every year comes the first game, we think, hey, we could win a championship, we could do it. But, you know, our thought process is not based in knowledge. It's just based in our hope and will for the team. So you definitely want to keep teams straight. You want to keep them honest. And I think the league could find a way to step in but not step on the toes of ownership.
Lakers trail by 20. Caldwell Pope passes to Wall. And it goes down 2 points. Shea's got 37.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
And there's the pass to House. Three-pointer, Shea with the block. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Pass to House. Now the dish to Tucker. Harden outside, 6 to shoot. There's the three.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
Harden missing again. Floats it up for Che.
One of the hardest workers in the league. Che is one of those players who always shows up.
Here's Napier. Kicks it to House. Over Che. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Che. The first one falls.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Dwight Howard's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Lakers trail by 18. Long passes to Kuzma. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Harden against Caldwell Pope. Inside, here's Howard. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And the Rockets lead by 20.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
He may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
For Houston, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Napier, covered by VanVleet. Harden dishes to House. The three. The offensive rebound.
Throughout his career, Howard has dominated the boards. The size, touch, and timing he possesses is just a lethal concoction.
And the Lakers call time here. And even though Chris Dwight Howard won't be logging the 35-plus minutes he once did, he is still a factor when he's on the floor.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. You better pay attention to Dwight. He can still hurt you with any touch he gets around the basket. I like seeing him in short bursts where you can force the opposing team to adjust to him inside.
And that one drops for him.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
To the paint, here's Harden, and it's blocked.
An average shot blocker. I mean, you want Kuzma to use his vertical more to redirect shots.
Basket good. Shea's got 43 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
To the inside, here's Howard. Rebound the Lakers. Kuzma's got 7 rebounds in the game. To the middle, Wong, and the layup's good off the glass. Shea's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Capella. Now here's Howard. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And the foul called on Shea. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, will be headed to the free throw line. And both free throws good for Napier. We see the shift toward players on competing teams becoming friends. How does that compare to when you played this?
It's a little bit different. The players that I admired the most, I wouldn't be friendly with on purpose. We were in the same position. A guy like KG, one of my favorite players ever. We're close now. But during when we played, it was either me or him.
Really?
It was both of us. I didn't want to hang around with them when I'm trying to beat them in the summer. But, you got guys like the Banana Boat crew and LeBron and Wade. They're good friends anyway. Melo and Bron came in 1 and 2, and they had that relationship. So I think relationships are always great. Really, it's just about can you turn the friendship off when you cross the line? I know that Banana Boat crew can, and I know others can as well. And that's all you want. As much as you're friends off the court, I want you to dislike each other on the court through your friendship, just like the big brother, little brother type of thing. So I don't think it's a problem. Oh, he's been as dependable as he always is. He can't do it all by himself, though.
Harden with it. Picked up by Kuzma. Harden gets the bucket. Harden's got 25 points in the game.
Well, Harden's strength is part of what makes him special. Able to score through all kinds of contact.
Here's Davis from the right block. The shot is good.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And here are the Rockets now. Napier with it. Pass to House. Down low. That's good from Howard on the assist by House. 16 points for Howard.
So tough to stay with the pick and roll. Howard moves so fluidly after setting the solid screen.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Now here's Napier. Defense right on him. Doubled by Wong. Harden against Caldwell Pope. The pass to Napier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Davis, the pass to Wong. And good! There's another. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And so Napier will bring it up for Houston. 16-point lead. Inside. House kicks to Harden. No good from outside.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard said.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And the versatility of Caldwell Pope, not just the score from outside, but also a threat to shoot the ball close to the hoop as well.
Harden against Caldwell Pope. Now the feed to House. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. So we see Houston taking the W here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Olden, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you next time.
All right, well, look, my point, Hornet, is that the game changes. It evolves.
I don't want to hear it.
And drawing contact...
You guys ready to hammer out this deal?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Here's what they're starting with. Fantastic. Looking forward to a long...